Your vendor is just not getting it. Budgets are getting slammed. There is a solution. My name is Bob Britting. I'm the president of Health Initiatives, a healthcare process and communications company. Health Initiatives also focuses on the most advanced behavioral engagement strategies using something we call emotional science. We also work with marketing and sales to develop programs that are manifested from the science we apply to the healthcare professionals and consumers in the healthcare industry. I want to first make the point that this post is not intended to place blame. It's all about solutions. If you're in a place where a vendor doesn't seem to be hearing you, or you think your budgets are being wasted, you may want to listen to the next few minutes. We moved into this area of communications architecture several years ago, and since then, we've seen these problems loom their ugly heads 5 times with some very prominent brands. And most of the time, it's 2 things. It's structural and it's capability. The problems were usually centered in 3 areas and associated with marketing, sales, and operations. Marketing believes that vendors are overspending for their services. Vendors are not on the same strategic or objective page. The vendor doesn't understand the ultimate customers, the healthcare providers and consumers, that is. Sales, on the other hand, they're not happy with the vendor engagement with their customers, including, for example, telephone exchanges with customers, or are not in tune with their sales calling efforts to drive business, or buy and bill service interfacing, etc., is not really up to par. And finally, operations, instinctively or factually based on marketing or sales input, knows the vendor is not performing at a maximum efficiency or effectiveness. We found that there are 5 basic steps one must take to correct, enhance, and even undo current processes that have led to poor vendor-client relationships, overspending, and importantly, missing business objectives such as revenues, margins, and return on investment, for example. First is objectivity. Politics aside, one must be completely agnostic and objective about the problems affecting the business. Sweeping problems under the proverbial rug only hides a metaphorical dirt. This is critical. Second is team. One needs to work directly with the internal pharmaceutical stakeholders to understand and evaluate the relevant internal and external data, including the rumblings from the marketing and sales department and operations. Third is a detailed plan. A process must be developed that defines the steps that need to be taken to refine and confirm sometimes the current engagement between the pharmaceutical company and the vendors, be it an advertising firm, buy and bill suppliers, customer service operations, any one of those. Fourth is understanding the drivers. Customer strategies and objectives must be completely understood to ensure there is an unbreakable chain of engagement. Understanding and employing both fact-based and emotions-based engagement is the only way that companies can ensure maximizing revenue opportunities and share growth. Fifth is structure definition. A detailed plan must be defined to describe each and every step, something we call communications architecture. Following these steps will provide marketing, sales, and operations with the tools they need to make appropriate decisions. They will also result in substantial cost savings, more effective manifestations of strategic plans, and synergy between 2 very critical stakeholders, the pharmaceutical company and the vendor, both of which are seeking to reach the same revenue, profit, and return on investment goals. In the end, the ultimate customers, that is the healthcare professional and consumer, the patient and the caregiver, will be served, which is the core of all of our objectives. If you'd like to see some examples of our work, just freeze this last slide and contact us. I hope this was helpful.